Good afternoon, class. Today we will see the domain testing remaining topics. So in that first we will see the how we will test the one-dimensional domains, later two-dimensional, and the compatibility of the domains and ranges and the span when we are handling with the interface testing, like the subroutine, routine calling testing include. Coming to the first one, that is a testing one-dimensional domain. So here, domain means, as we know that, the set of the values which are used for processing the input variable. So if we considering the closure, so the closure means from where it has been started and frame it is been ending, means the boundary. The boundary could be sometimes wrong, means the closure can be wrong, means which is been assigned to the wrong domain there, or we can specify them that we can be taking into the wrong boundary here. So this type of representations will come under the one-dimensional domain problems, means shifting the domain or the shifting the boundary, missing the boundary, adding extra boundary. All these things will come under the problems of the one-dimensional domain. If you see this diagrammatical representation, these are all the possible bugs which are being considered for one-dimensional open domain boundary. Coming to the first one, which is the A, that is an open domain which is for the A. Here we need to assume that the boundary what we are representing is open for A. Means the bug what we are looking for is at the closure of A here. By that, we can convert the processings into the means we can convert the usage of these predicate statements into one into another. Means whenever we are using to choose the value greater than, we can specify that it as a greater than or equals to, or sometimes if it is being specified as a less than, then it can be specified as a less than or equals to. So here this closure means greater than means we can't include the value which is been making equivalent here. So here we are making them, the domain is a open, means we are allowing the values to be done here and provide that the boundary what we are representing will detect the error here. Coming to the next representation, which is the closure bug. So here we mark it with the X. What it is been representing that at this point we need to specify a test on that representation. Means we need to go for the checking for the A and also for the B at this representation. Means we have been marked there is some problem here. So we need to check at this point to include the values here and to say that this has been included, and to prove that closure is a open one. And coming to the next representation, which is a C, the boundary what we are using has been shifted to left here. So here the test point what we are using, test point means the X, which has been marked with the dashed circle, detects the bug here and forces the point to be remains in the boundary B or the domain B. So here we need to specify that there should be a bug which presents at the A, but what it is been doing, it is been shifting to the left side. So here coming to the next representation, boundary shifted to the right. So in this representation what we have done, we have been taken the point what we are representing has been shifted to the value which is been specified to the right side of that one. So here the points what we are representing has been changing its that is displacement, and what it is providing here is we need to detect the shift of the places onto the processing. So here if we are detecting that processing, then what you have to do is nothing but the boundary what we are presenting should be open or close, has to be known to the user there. If you are missing some boundaries here, means fifth one. So here if you are representing the boundaries has been missed, then what it is happening here is we need to specify that this boundary what we are representing has to be added to space or not, we need to take. So there is no a representation in this here. So if you are not using a representation in this one, only b. So a values has been missed, and we can't use the a values for processing because we didn't mention where it has been starting and where it has been ending. And in the last one, we are having an extra boundary which is called as a C here. If you see this representation, this closed boundaries what we are representing, the open boundaries what we are representing is been shifting its places, and at the last what it is doing, it has been providing that we have been allowing to place the access of that one for the another boundary which is not to be included in that one. And coming to the next representation, here in this closed domain representations, we are having open boundaries for the previous one. So here we need to take the test points which has been on the boundary detects the closure bug. So what we have to do is nothing but we need to take these open boundary into the account and apply the strategies on these points what we are having. So what are the strategies we can apply here is we need to specify that whether it is being taken into the account or not. So here make it as a closed boundaries, not the open boundaries for the accessing, and we need to specify that where these boundaries what we are using or these domains what we are using will have the boundaries or the closures which is a closed one here. So here in this representation, one dimensional bug. So the previous one is for the open domain, open boundaries. So here we are having the closed boundaries here. So within the closed boundaries, what it is doing, it is been shifting here for processing. Means they have been shifting from left to right, right to right, and adding the some extra boundaries to the processing, and also providing the missing boundaries for the missing boundaries. Means see here, A and B are having the values here, but we didn't mention that from where to where AB will access the data, and from where to where it will provide the data, like that. We didn't mention the processing here. And coming to the testing the two-dimensional one. So in this two-dimensional one, we have to take the domain bugs into the adjacent domains here. So here the boundary what we are representing will be closer to the with respect to the A, and means which is been considered as a open for with respect to the B. So here that is for the closure boundaries what we are having, that is being represented as a closure bug. So here the faulty closure will be considered here. Means we are taking the wrong operator for processing here. Means in the previous set, so there we are intend to use the greater than, but what we are doing, we are intend to use the greater than or equals to for processing. If you are using second one, that is a shifted boundary which is being shifted up and the shifted down. So here the bug what we are representing will convert the domain B into the processing A, and will be denoted by the another representation. So here what it is doing is it will take the incorrect constant or incorrect value for the processing here. Means we can specify that A plus B greater than or equals to 10, or we can specify that A plus B greater than or equals to 20, like that. So here greater than or equals to 10 or 20, what it is specifying, it will come under the only one value or the one processing here. Then there is no need to consider what is the value to be specified here. So here in this representation, the values what we are presenting here will be shifted from up and down. So here at this representation, what we are doing, we are using the constant value below to that representation. But in the second representation, what we are doing, we are having the values which is been at the upper of that representation. And coming to the tilted boundaries, so the tilted boundaries means what it is specifying, the coefficient what we are representing should be inequality here, means we need to take there is a displacement to be occurred here. So here in this displacement what it is processing, if we are taking segments to be processed in such a way, so we need to left the point and we need to process them in these segments what we are processing. So if the tilted boundaries are considered, then the coefficient what we are processing has to be look after that one, whether it is being taken into the intended or not. If it is being taken to the intended, so the tilted boundary has to look after the domain segments has been covered or not. If it is not covered, the values what we've been using, then you need to stop the further processing. And coming to the next one, extra boundary. So in this extra boundary, it is being created by the predicate what we are using. So here for processing the values what we are providing, so here we need to include the predicates what we are providing. So here the include the extra predicate, means which is not present in our program, and it provides the values to that processing. So here these 2 points also being specified that there is a value to be processed here, but the extra predicate what it is for what it is processing should be known to the user. If it is there, we can know the predicate values, and then processing like that we should know. And then next, coming to the missing boundary, it is being created by leaving the boundary predicate out here. Means we need to specify that the boundary has to be in a closed manner. If it is not being done that, we need to match up all the different domains and cause all the values to be processed here. If it is not like that, what it happens here is it will make the test to be failure and also causes a bug to be processed in such a way that, so it will be specified that we won't able to access the E and B. While coming to the procedure for the testing, we need to specify that what are the things to be added when we are dealing with the testing while using these domain. First, we need to identify the input variables. Next one, which we represented here, is we need to define the predicates and what are the control values which has been used for processing. And also we need to specify that the domains what we are using for the in the name of that is predicates what we are using. If we are having such predicate values, means for in the fourth step, if you are having p binary predicates, then we will have the 2 to the power of p combinations of the true and false values what we are representing. Means, for example, if you are having two binary predicates means 2 into to the 2, that is a 4. Why? Because we are having such representations here. Two binary predicates means true, false, true, false. So here the combinations are 4, 2 to the power of 2, which is being considered as a 4. So the result what we are representing for these Boolean expressions has to be consist of what we are using for processing, whether it is a AND or OR. And apart from this, what we are doing is it is being able to provide that we need to donate the predicates in the form of the letters what we are processing, which is being considered as a path expressions to be performed for. So while processing such representations here, we need to specify that how many domains we are having. So here, if we are having p binary predicates, then 2 to the pair of p domains will be caused for processing. So if we are having such representations for means, we need to look after the inequalities also to find whether any extreme points are there or not for processing. And coming to the domain and interface testing, here we need to know about the domains and ranges here. So here, what is the interface here, or the interface testing here is while dealing with the components or the component testing, we need to provide the interface between the two components here. So what it is being specified as the calls what we are making it between the two components can be specified as the interface between them. So the calls can be specified as a subroutine calls here. So this subroutine calls what we are using will include that is the method what we are processing, and also that the values what we are specified for specifying. So that values and then next inputs and then outputs will be specified in the form of the domains and range. So the set of output values which has been provided by or produced by a function is called a range of the function. Or what you are domaining means the input values what you are using for this providing these output values can be specified as a domain here. Domain means the input values, range means the output values here. Based on that representation, so we are forming the testing these interfaces based on based on the following mappings here. So the mappings are, we are having the caller program and the callee program. So here in this representation, the caller domain what we are using can be using the caller range here. So then that representation can be specified as a caller unit test. Caller range is using the caller domain. Caller domain means integration testing here, or the integration test is if it is being specified as a called uncalled domain and range, then it is being specified as a called unit test representation. So here the domain is used for the input processing, and then range is used for the output processing. Based on that representation, we have the span compatibility and then closure compatibility. So here we need to look after the what is the called program and then caller program. Caller program means where you are placing the call here. Means, for example, if you are calling any program, there from where you are calling is being specified as a caller, and call program will be specified as that representation. So if you see here, this is the compatibility of that one, closure compatibility of that one. So this is the caller and call. We are having the values from 0 to 17 here. There are the 4 such ways in which the caller's range or the this closure has to be specified in calls domain here. So the thick lines what we are using here means, if you see some thick lines has been specified. So the thick lines what we are using means what you are presenting here is the closed, and the thin lines are being specified as a open here. Means in this representation there are the 4 such cases which are using both the from the top 17 and the bottom 0 here. So if it is being specified as a open, then it is not been using that value. If it is being specified as a close, what it is doing, it is been using the value. So the 4 cases here are the open top and closed bottom, open top, this one open top and closed bottom here, and then other representation is closed top and the next open bottoms here. And the next representation is a open top and open bottom. Both are the having the values, which represents that it has been starting from the zero, but there is no endpoint for that processing. Open means there is no endpoint for processing here. So here it has been there is no it has been considered that it has been stopped from 17, but there is no endpoint starting point for representation. Whether it starts for the 0 or not, we need to represent. So here both open means they can use any values from the while processing these representation. And coming to the next values, we are having different such representations which are using equal span range here. So here in this representation, there are the 12 different such ways which are using the caller and the callee, called, which uses the closure representations here. So in this 4 cases has been also included, and also we are using other representations for the processing. Where we are representing that question mark means it is not being used as a representation, and it is being specified as a bug representation. And also we will look after that for to overcome that one representation. That is a closure one. And coming to the span compatibility, in this span compatibility, what we have to do is nothing but we need to study about the range here. So in this range, what we are doing is we need to take the routines values, and we need to specify that whether the caller's range has been including the values specified or not. For example, the values specified here are the sorry, there are the 3 such representations which are having considered as a harmless here. Here the caller is being specified as a 7 and 3. The left side of that one is a caller ma. The right side of that one here is represented as a call. So the caller values has been less than the call value. If it is such like that, there is no issue to processing. In all cases, what we are using, the caller's range is a subset of the call domain. That is, there is no necessary bug here, because what are the values you are representing on the left side has been used with the right side values only. Within the right side values only you are using. You are not excluding any values here, and you are not including extra values also. What it is doing is you are using within the range only. Sorry. But coming to the next representation, sometimes it means specified as a calls values are smaller than the caller values. So in this representation, so we are attempting to take the values which are not in the range here. So there comes an error here. So why so here is we need to access the values from 1 to 9, but it is not been included 1 to 9 here. It is been taken to the 3 to 7, and here 3 to 9 the two values are excluded. Here two values are excluded here, and some values are also mismatching here in this representation. And what you are doing, you are providing the some values which in that one which are not present in the that is range here. So likewise what we are doing, we are providing the values to be processed here. So this types of the ranges what we are using will be considered as a buggy ranges. But here in this representation there is no such like the bug here. Why? Because it is been used in the within the range here. But here in this representation we are not considered as a range processing. So that's about the domain testing processing. Thank you.